If you struggle with passive aggressive behavior or your partner struggles with it, maybe they're a Mr. Nice Guy, and part of their being a nice guy is their inability to say what they really feel or what they really mean. And so it comes across in ways you pick up passive aggressive behavior. Or maybe you're with a people pleaser. People pleasers notoriously do this. They're frustrated, they're angry, and they can't say it because they're afraid of the repercussions. So they basically will do things that irritate you or get back at you when you're not expecting it. No matter who you're with that has this behavior, it's important you understand passive aggressive behavior is an anger problem. It's not just a personality, it is a problem of managing anger. If you go to a anger management course, you will meet many passive aggressive people in there. We usually think of anger as being volatile or not able to control what you say. But passive aggressive is just as dangerous because they're seething underneath and it comes out in little stabs or wounds, backstabbing when you're not expecting it. Much better that you can say up front what's bothering you. So if you're struggling with this in your relationship or with your own individual self, in your workplace or wherever you are, it's important that you learn how to manage it. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to try and stay away from words like always or never, all those definites, because when you do that, you're reiterating that this happens to you all the time. And we're trying to help you practice to change a behavior. So it's important that you get on the same page and you stay away from those words. Secondly, if something sounds like, oh man, I gotta say this because this is my true self, if you don't know how, say something like it. Like if you can't tell your best friend, when you said that, that really hurt my feelings, just say to the best friend, sometimes my feelings get hurt and people don't realize it. That's a nice way to prelude that, to kind of get yourself ready to say what you need to say. Next, remember that when you speak out, you're going to feel much prouder of yourself because you didn't keep it to yourself and then ruminate it after. So in other words, every time you can speak your truth or close to your truth, in the end, you're going to gain confidence because you're going to say, well, at least I didn't sit and say nothing. Recognize that other people may say things to you that are offensive and they don't know it. This is especially important with family gatherings, that you understand when people are together or strangers you don't know or at the workplace say something that offends you. It may not be that they're deliberately doing that. You're not going to know that unless you ask them, which you probably will stay away from if you have this kind of personality persona. However, what you can do is you can tell them something like, ouch, or I don't like it when you say that. You don't have to say why. You don't have to say your words offend me. It's better if you can say that. But if you can't, you can at least say, I don't like when people say that. And you're going to have to practice it because if you don't practice it when you need it, it won't come out. And remember, this is about you speaking up to advocate for yourself and how you feel, which is a normal, responsible adult thing to do. We teach children this when they're young. And if your parents were not able to teach you when you're young, it's important you teach yourself now. If you're honest about how you feel and you're going into some event or some party or something like that, stay away from triggers. People who you know that are loud or boisterous or talk over you, you can prevent some of that if you know up front, okay, this person talks really loud or this person acts out. You can kind of warn them ahead of time, hey, listen, I'm not comfortable when things are getting real loud. I'm not comfortable when maybe you're going to say something that's really offensive. So please understand if I go to another place in the room or if I meet you there and leave early. I'm not angry at you. I'm just trying to protect myself. Once again, you're taking measures to do what you need to do to protect yourself. When you are at family gatherings and you know particular people really push your buttons, stay away from those people. Or if you're around those people, control your environment by advocating for what you need. Remember, they might say, if they offend you, "I was just joking." All you have to do is quite kindly and gently say, if someone tells you it hurts their feelings, it's no longer a joke. It's an offense and it's not kind. That's all you have to say. They'll get it. And you don't have to say it to everyone. You probably only need to say that once. So practice now, get brave, and begin advocating for yourself. It's really hard when you're an adult and you've never learned how to do it, but you can do it. The majority of bad marriages or marriages on the brink that I have seen, when I am talking about communication styles, one of the big ones that get them into troubles is they're trying to be nice. They're trying to be nice and not advocate what's really going on with them, how they feel. And unless you can say how you feel, your partner can't read your mind and they won't know, and no one else will either. Use this video to help you get the courage to do what you need to do to care for you. If this video is helpful for you, please subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much.